I'm Emma.
And I'm Preston.
And we're back with Bobcast announcements. I will start with the menu for the week. For today's lunch is a pig in a blanket, baked beans, and fruit and veggie bar. For tomorrow there is no school. Monday's breakfast is a tornado, and Monday's lunch is a corn dog, tri-tater, fruit and veggie bar, and dinner roll. Tuesday's breakfast is a breakfast burrito, and Tuesday's lunch is chicken noodle soup, crackers, cheese, fruit and veggie bar, and dinner roll. For your general news. If you or someone you know is struggling or in crisis, help is available. Call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org to reach the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline.
High school news for the varsity football game at Neely. On Friday night, the Neely FFA program is hosting its SFA Ag Night. Anyone wearing an FFA jacket to the game will be admitted free, and all spectators will receive a coupon for a free bag of popcorn. They will also have a Booster Club tailgate starting at 6 p.m.
Junior high volleyball players. The bus will be leaving Monday, October 3rd at 2:15 p.m. for games at Elkhorn Valley. Players will be dismissed after the 7th period.
Summerlin Bobcats starting a flag football league. If anyone is interested in joining, contact Kelton or Barrett.
High School Bobcat Book Club will meet during Bobcat Academy this Thursday, the 29th, in the library. Junior high Bobcat Book Club will meet in the library on Tuesday, October 4th, during lunch.
FCLA, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, takes place every other Wednesday at 7 a.m. in Coach Medina's room. The next meeting will be on October 5th. Go check it out.
2023 close-up students, deposits of $500 are due to Mr. Raver by October 28th. Dance gets practice schedule. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning at 6:45 to 7:30 a.m.
Your daily quote, life consists not in holding good cards, but in playing those you hold well.
Elementary news. Don't forget the Brick Builders Club, aka Legos event at the Clearwater Public Library on Saturday, October 1st. The building begins at 2 o'clock and ends at 4. Come join the fun. Hope to see you there. Red Hot Reading Day, October 6th. Grab and go breakfast with grandparents, Wednesday, October 12th, 7:45 to 8:15 a.m. Sports and activities. All your live stream sports and activities links are in the announcements.
This week for sports, Thursday, September 29th, there's cross-country varsity and junior high at Battle Creek at 4 o'clock. There's a C-Team JV and varsity volleyball at North Central, 5, 6, and 7. The youth football game at Summerlin versus Plainfield. Friday, September 30th, there's no school because of fall break, but there's also a varsity football game at Neely versus Neely Oakdale at 7. Saturday, October 1st, the Harvest of Harmony Parade in Grand Island. Be here at 4:45 a.m. The bus leaves at 5:10. Monday, October 3rd, there's volleyball at Elkhorn Valley, 3:30 junior high girls, and 5 o'clock JV tri. There's a schedule and the announcement for that. And football at Elkhorn Valley, 5 o'clock junior high and 6:30 JV. Tuesday, October 4th, there's a C-Team JV and varsity volleyball at O'Neill, 5:30, 6:30, and 7:30. And Wednesday, October 5th, there's an 8:15 ASVAB exam and a 6:30 youth volleyball practice. Thursday, October 6th, there's a Red Hot Reading Day and junior high volleyball at O'Neill at 4 o'clock. There's a C-Team JV and varsity volleyball at Summerlin versus Neely Oakdale, 5, 6, and 7, and cross-country and volleyball parents' night. Friday, October 7th, there's cross-country NBC that we determined where it's at, and varsity football at Summerlin versus Plainview at 7. Football parents' night and teammates burger bash that night. And Sunday, October 8th, there's marching band at Wayne.
That's it for Summerlin Bobcast announcements. Make sure to stay tuned for Owen's Opinion with Ruger, then Keltis, This and That with Christian, and finally Barrett's sports segment with Sam.
Hey, I'm Owen, and I'm here with Ruger, and I'm just going to be asking him some questions today about his school year. So first off, how's your school year been going so far?
It's been going pretty good, pretty well.
Yeah. What's your favorite class so far?
I'd say probably Missioners.
Yeah.
Chill, man.
So who's your favorite teacher?
Missioner.
Yeah. If you could add a class about like anything, what would it be?
Probably a fishing class to fish a pond out back.
Yeah. If you could change some things about our school, whether that be like rules or just how it looks in general, what would like those things be?
A better parking lot.
Yeah. It's pretty small.
More space.
What are your plans after high school?
Just farm, probably.
Yeah. What class gives you the most homework?
Oh, I screw drop a little bit.
Yeah. What class do you think is underrated?
I don't know. I gotta skip that one.
All right. What do you think about the school lunches?
Monka.
Yeah.
Real bad.
If you had to sum up the school year in 3 words, what would they be?
Could be better.
What's the most interesting thing you've learned in this school year so far?
Not much, actually. Not much.
With state testing around the corner, how are you feeling?
Just guessing like I always do. Pass it.
If you could eat one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Probably hamburger.
You got any pets?
Yeah, I got a cat named Skunk. I got a dog named Tessa.
Alright. Suppose you get to redecorate the school, what would you do?
I don't know. Put less windows in it, the classrooms.
Yeah.
Or make it bulletproof glass so we don't get, hurt.
Yeah. Do you like the school mascot?
It's a little different. Not really like a real bobcat looking. Kind of looks like a wolf.
True. And just lastly, what's your favorite sport?
Probably football.
Yeah. Well, that's all I got for you. Anything you want to add?
No.
Alright. That's it for today. See ya.
Welcome back to This or That. Christian, great to have you on here again.
Thanks
Wanna
for
get-
having me again.
Want to get some this or that questions in?
No, not really.
Okay, neither do I. So, geometry or algebra?
Personally, sorry, Mr. Birch, I'd pick neither. But I guess if I had to pick one, give me algebra.
You know,
I don't like shapes.
you got a graph in both, and it is a well-known fact. I hate graphing.
No, you don't need to graph in either of them. Just
So,
do it in your head.
But I'm gonna go with algebra. Biology or chemistry?
Give me chemistry.
Same. You can make some really cool stuff in chemistry. A lot more labs, stuff like that. Angry client or angry coworker? Personally,
I'm gonna just say angry client because
Yeah.
I could just say screw you and then tell him to leave my office.
if it was an angry coworker, you could fire him.
If it was an angry coworker, I'd just quit.
I just quit. I'd have to go with an angry client too. Multiple choice or essay questions? That's
That's
no
just-
brainer. No
that's
brainer.
just too
multiple,
easy.
multiple choice.
It's multiple choice all
Dang,
day.
it's essay.
Alright, that's it. I'm not doing your show anymore. I'm
I
leaving.
don't like a pen or pencil.
Pen, more color. Although you can't erase it, I mean, there are some pens you can't
You
erase.
get those erasable pens.
But yeah, give me pen for the
Alright.
color.
Grizzly bear or great white shark?
Great white shark.
Take the grizzly bear. It's more, if you do it in the right spot, I mean, not necessarily all on land, but if you do it in like just deep enough water where the shark can still swim around and move, the grizzly bear can also stand and move and don't have to swim. I'm taking grizzly bear. It's got claws like that.
Okay.
Taking grizzly bear. Save a document as you go or save at the end?
I mean, personally, it doesn't really matter to me as long as it's saved, but, let me just say, save as you go, in case there's like a fire or something, you gotta run out of the building or something like that, that way it gets saved.
What one are we doing next, Levi? Oh, football game or basketball game? Football game.
Wrestling game. No.
Okay.
Okay. No, I'll choose football game.
Show or tell? Not show and tell. Show or tell.
Show or tell.
I feel like showing's more believable.
Wait, what's the difference?
When you're
Because
it's like me telling you I did something, or me showing you I did something.
Oh, probably show. Yeah.
Book smarts or street smarts?
Street smarts.
Yeah. Yep. Passion or stability in life? Would you rather have a passion to do something, or would you rather have a more stable lifestyle?
So with the passion, like I'd be doing something that I like.
Yeah, but stability is like you have something that's
Well, if
more
I was doing
stable.
something that I'd like, I'd obviously be stable. You know what I mean?
Not necessarily. You got a lot of borrowers.
Yeah, necessarily.
And
So I'm gonna
yeah.
say passion.
Yeah, I'll probably go with passion too. I mean, a lot of people's passions are like if they want to be like a bartender or like a bar owner or whatever, restaurant owner. A lot of times they don't always work out
That's
because they're not
true.
stable, but it's their passion. Happy endings or sad endings? See, personally, I'm more for the endings where everybody dies in the end. That way, you know there's no sequel to the book, especially if it's a bad book or a bad movie.
That's a little twisted, but I'm gonna say both.
But if it's a good movie or something, I like to see a sequel, so nobody should die.
I'm gonna just say both. You know, gotta have some happy endings. Gotta have some that have sad endings. Yeah.
Dogs or cats?
That is just a silly question.
Cows.
We know that the answer is pterodactyl.
That is correct. Great answer. Big
But I
family or
think
small
dogs.
family?
You know, my mom, she got like 14 siblings, and that's a big family. So I'm gonna say big family, just because, you know, more people.
I got a small family, just like a small school, small family.
No, personally, I'd love to go to a big school. Lincoln East.
Norfolk.
No, not Norfolk. Not go to Norfolk.
Planning ahead or just winging it? We all know how I do things. Wing it. Last minute.
You know, it depends like how big the thing is. Like if it's like homework or something, like I mean, yeah, it's kind of big, but like you know, you can do it at the last minute. It's not gonna hurt anybody. But if it's like a big thing, like if you're like going to like South America or something, then like, you gotta plan it out.
All right. And final question. Clutter in the closet or clutter under the bed?
I'm gonna say under the bed.
I'm gonna go clutter in the closet because my closet is messy and I can just shut the doors and say it's not there.
Understandable.
All right. Well, thank you for watching this or that. We'll see you next time.
Hello, Summerlin. I'm Barrett with the Summerlin Bobcast Sports segment. This is our 5th episode of the season, and we're going to head straight into our first segment of the day, which is Weekly Review. So this is Weekly Review, and of course last week I brought on Levi Kronk, and we made some picks in the NFL and in college football. And the first game we have here is in the NFL. The Browns ended up beating the Steelers 29-17. A little bit unexpected there, maybe. Maybe you thought the Steelers were going to win. Maybe you didn't. Sadly here, I just want to skip over this one for me. The Falcons ended up beating the Seahawks 27-23. We don't need to talk about it. Not a game that matters anymore because it's over. And thank God it's over because we just don't need that right now for the Seahawks. Bad loss. Bears beat the Texans 23-20. Titans beat the Raiders 24-22. Colts, upset of the week in the NFL, upset the Chiefs 2017. Pretty unexpected there. I think everybody thought the Chiefs were going to win that one. Dolphins beat the Bills 21-19. Vikings beat the Lions 28-24. That was a really good game. Both teams played pretty well for not being great in recent years. Ravens beat the Patriots 37-26. Bengals beat the Jets 27-12. Eagles beat the Commanders 24-8. They looked really dominant in that win. Panthers beat the Saints 22-14. Jags, another big upset. They do it to the Chargers 38-10. Rams beat the Cardinals 20-12. Packers beat the Bucks 14-12. Broncos end up beating the Niners Sunday Night Football 11-10, which is a pretty weird score actually. And the Cowboys on Monday Night Football ended up beating the Giants 23-16, even without Dak. So Levi and I both went 7-9, but it was weird. We didn't pick the same ones. Levi started out about 4-4, and I was at 3-5. So, and we kind of just ended up being even at the end there. College football scores: Syracuse beat Virginia 22-20. And that was a weird game because it was like a Friday night game, Thursday night game. So if you watch that one, it was actually a pretty good game for decent ACC teams playing each other. Number 4, Michigan. This one was a lot closer than they would have liked. They barely get the win against Maryland by a touchdown, 34-27. Maryland was in this game for a long time. I think they were actually leading at one point as well. So that was a really close one for Michigan fans. Then this one, the best game of the weekend, no doubt in my mind. Number 5, Clemson hangs on to beat 21 Wake Forest 51-45 in second overtime. It was a great game, back and forth. The offenses were playing well, defenses weren't playing great, but I mean the Wake Forest offense and Clemson offense, that's going to be a great matchup the entire year. I'm sure they'll play each other in the ACC championship. Watch out. I guess NC State looks really well in the ACC as well, so watch out for those 3 teams to play each other at the end there. 17, Baylor beat Iowa State. That was another close game, 31-24 in that one. Baylor hung on. Kansas and Duke, undefeated. Kansas wins it, 35-27. They're 4-0 for the first time in like 30-some years or something like that. Duke, 3-1. Still a decent year for them, but I mean, if they're starting ACC play now, they might start taking some losses. Same with Kansas. But I mean, 4-0 for Kansas, that's very surprising. Number 11, Tennessee beat number 20, Florida, 38-33. Minnesota beats Michigan State by a lot. It's 34-7. Number 23, Texas A&M ends up upsetting, almost you could call it, number 10, Arkansas, 23-21. Another really good game if you got a chance to watch it. Back and forth, those two offenses both look great. Number 3, Ohio State, absolute blowout over Wisconsin, 52-21. And Kansas State with Adrian Martinez, who we'll talk about a little bit later, they pull off a huge upset against number 6, Oklahoma. 41-34 is the score there. So Kansas State, watch out for them in the Big 12. They're going to be good this year. One thing here before I tell you the final score, Levi was 5-0 through the first 5. He was so close. And then Tennessee beat Florida. He picked Florida. That was his first loss. He ended up going 7-3, and so did I. Again, we have the same records, but we both had different starts and ended up kind of finishing the same. So this has been Weekly Review, and now we're going to go to Watching You. This is Watching You, and last time, if you remember, we talked about Anthony Grant and how good of a start he had for Nebraska. Now we're going to be talking about another thing that Nebraskans, especially football fans, know very well, and that's a quarterback, specifically by the name of Adrian Martinez. Wow, what a start to the year he's had. Not in a Husker uniform, he is in a Wildcat uniform in Kansas State. Just upset number 6, Oklahoma. His stat line for that game was 21 for 34 with 234 yards passing and 1 touchdown, no picks thrown. And his rushing stat line was 21 rushing attempts, 148 yards for 4 rushing touchdowns. He's rushing for 7 yards on average. What a start to this new year he's had. Absolutely incredible. And I mean, as a Nebraska fan, you're thinking maybe it was Nebraska's problem and not him. I think he's proved that to this point. I mean, if you're a Kansas State fan, I mean, he's your quarterback for the rest of the year, and you're excited about that. You're not Nebraska, and you're like, another year with him? Which now you look back at it, maybe we get him some help, maybe he plays better, maybe we do better, maybe Scott Frost has a job. We don't know. But Adrian Martinez, you gotta give him, he hasn't really had the best passing start to the season, but his rushing stats have been exponentially better than they ever were with Nebraska, especially against Oklahoma. He put up 4 touchdowns, 148 yards rushing. That's way better. Of course, Kansas State's more of a rushing team, and they have great defense, so not really a big passing game. But I mean, Cade Warner's there with them, so, and a couple other receivers. Not as great though. But I mean, Adrian Martinez, great start to the year. And this has been Watching You. Now we're gonna go to our newest segment, Milestone Marker. So this is Milestone Marker, where we talk about people, things, teams that are coming close to a milestone, a certain something that's very special to that team or person or player. And today we have two of them for our first edition of this segment in the show. They both have to do with baseball, and they're both singular players. The first one, I think most people could guess, it's Albert Pujols. The man has been crazy as of late. He hits his 700th home run of his career. He did it versus the Dodgers about a week ago, I'd say. He hit number 699 and 700 in the same game. They beat the Dodgers like 12-0 in that game, I believe. He's been in the league for 22 seasons, and he joins only 3 other players to ever do that, and that was Barry Bonds, who had 762, Hank Aaron had 755, and Babe Ruth had 714. Those were the only 3 players other than him now to have 700 home runs in a career. So a great career he's had. He's probably going to retire after this year. So he is a legend in the baseball world, and he's still got about 2 weeks left of the season at this point, plus the playoffs, because the Cardinals just locked their division last night. So congrats to him. That's a huge milestone right there. And of course, Aaron Judge. This one he hasn't hit yet, but I might as well just talk about it because he's at 60 home runs, and he is 1 away from tying the AL single-season record. Of course, 2 from taking it. That was set by Roger Maris with 61. He's kind of been on a not cold streak, but he just hadn't hit a home run in about, I think it's 6-7 games now. But I mean, you can understand why. No pitcher wants to be the guy to allow that. And he's getting walked a lot. He's getting some base hits, but he's getting walked a lot. And obviously, as a pitcher, you don't want to step up there and throw something down the middle, and Aaron Judge ties the record off of you. That's a thing that's going to carry on you the rest of your life. But I mean, another guy, he has not hit this one yet. 1 from tying it, 2 from taking the record. Superb season from him, though. He's definitely, in my opinion, the AL MVP right now in baseball. But, you think he's going to get it, but the thing is, if he doesn't, you know how much of a letdown that'd be. That's like almost 4 weeks where he couldn't get it done. But I guarantee you he gets it done. Maybe by the time this video goes up, he has it done because he's playing. They've got games coming up here towards the playoffs. They locked their division, though, so it's not like they need it. But, I mean, Aaron Judge, 2 away from taking it, 1 from tying it. So this has been our newest segment, Milestone Marker, and now we're going to go to game time with Sam Cheatham. Sam, it is great to have you here, and are you ready to make some picks?
I am. It's great to be on here, Barrett. Thank you.
We're going to start in the NFL, and we're going to start with Dolphins and Bengals.
Dolphins and Bengals. Dolphins have Tyreek Hill, but I feel like Tua still can't get him the ball. He doesn't realize how fast he is.
Yeah. And when he tries, he underthrows him.
Yeah, he does underthrow him. Bengals have Joe Burrow. They're not looking too good this year, are they?
They're 0-2 to start.
Yeah, they're not winning a Super Bowl. If you start 0-2, you're not going to win a Super Bowl. I'm going to have to go Dolphins on that one.
Yep, I'm going to as well. Bengals, rough start after the Super Bowl. Dolphins looking better right now. Seahawks and Lions. What a game.
2 terrible teams.
What a game we have here.
Lions suck. I don't even know any players on the Seahawks. I think I'm going to go Lions. Might as well, I don't know.
Can't do it.
Well, yeah, that's your favorite team.
Yeah, but, I mean, I don't know. It's just, we lost to the Falcons last week. It's sad. I mean, we're probably going to lose this game, but I got to pick the Seahawks. It's going to go bad anyways, but got to go with your team.
You need Broncos country back.
We need Broncos country. Even though he hasn't started out that good either. He
No,
lost
he's
to
terrible.
us.
Paid him $235 million. He's terrible.
2-1. Vikings and the Saints.
I don't know. Vikings, just because they have Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, I'll agree because the Saints really don't have anybody. Even though Michael Thomas doesn't look terrible to start, but
Is that Alvin Kamara? Does he play on their team?
yeah, he does.
Yeah, I have him on fantasy. He's terrible also.
Yeah, he doesn't ever do anything. Justin Jefferson though, he does do some stuff.
Yeah.
He's been hot to start the year. I'm gonna go Vikings there as well. Browns and the Falcons.
I'm gonna go with Browns.
Yeah, I will too because even though the Falcons just beat the Seahawks, they're still not that good. Marcus Mariota is not the answer for that team. I think the Browns also without a quarterback. I think they win that one on the road.
Who is their quarterback?
Oh,
I don't know.
that's a good question because it ain't Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's That's a good. I don't even know who the Browns quarterback is. I'm not saying something because the Browns don't even have a quarterback.
Yeah.
Commanders playing the Cowboys.
I'm gonna go Commanders. I got them.
This
Their
one's
defense.
so tough.
Fantasy.
And they've been doing meh.
No, they suck. But I'm just gonna go Commanders.
I don't know because the Cowboys they don't. Another team that doesn't have a quarterback. They got Cooper Rush. And Zeke's not really even that good. CeeDee Lamb hasn't played great because he doesn't have a quarterback. I'm gonna take them anyways at home. Cowboys.
They got Trayvon Diggs though.
That is true. Titans and the Colts.
I'm gonna go Colts on this one. They got Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, I will too.
I feel like he might pop off sometimes. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't.
Yeah, sometimes he comes out flat, and then all of a sudden he'll drop like 3 touchdowns in a game. And the Titans could be the team that lets him do that. You never know. Bears and the Bears and the Giants.
I'm gonna go Giants. I feel like Bears, that Ohio State quarterback, whatever his
Justin
name was.
Fields.
Justin Fields. I don't think he's doing too well.
Jacoby Brissett, that's their quarterback. Okay. I'm gonna go Justin Fields as well, but not in a blowout because the Giants, neither team's good, but I think Saquon
Just
keeps
depends
them
on
in.
how Saquon does.
Yeah.
If Saquon can do good, they'll win. But if he does bad, they'll lose.
I mean, he's either gonna do good or he's gonna get injured. That's basically
Yeah.
his 2 options. Jags playing the Eagles.
I think I'm gonna go Eagles. They had a hot start, 3-0.
Yeah,
Their defense is playing pretty good.
I completely agree. Eagles, very surprising too, coming out hot. Jags had an upset last week against the Chargers, but I think the Eagles are still too good. They should win that one. Jets and the Steelers.
Jets and Steelers. I'm gonna go Steelers.
Yeah,
I don't know why, but I'm just going to.
I will too. Jets, I mean, another team that doesn't really have a quarterback. They got Zach Wilson.
He's terrible.
Yeah, they don't really have any weapons on offense. The Steelers at least got like Chase Claypool and
Yeah.
crap, I can't think of the running back's name.
What's his name?
Najee Harris.
Yeah.
Those two. I mean, that's basically all they have as well because T.J. Watt's injured. So, but I mean, I'm still gonna go Steelers. They should be better than the Jets. Bills playing the Ravens.
Ooh, that'll be a good game.
Yeah,
Number 1 defense, and I think the Bills are gonna be too much though. I
Yeah.
will take Bills.
Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs have looked really good together. Lamar Jackson though has played really well so far to start the
Yeah.
year. But I'm gonna take the Bills, who are, mark my words, making a deep playoff run this year. Ravens
Yeah.
might as well. Lamar Jackson's been playing really well, carrying them. But I think the Bills come in and win that one.
Ravens just need some more receivers.
Yeah, because they ain't got nobody there.
Uh,
Chargers playing the Texans.
Chargers, that should be a blowout.
Yeah, that one should not be close. Texans don't have any weapons. Chargers, even though that sad loss for Chargers fans last week, but
Yeah.
I mean, they should win that one. They shouldn't have 2 back-to-back sad losses. Cardinals playing the Panthers.
Huh. I'll go with Panthers. Maybe Baker will pop off. Does he plays there?
Yeah, he does now.
That's what I thought.
Panthers have
No
DJ
one.
Moore, I guess you could say. Christian McCaffrey's injured. Baker Mayfield is a quarterback. We'll say that. The Cardinals, though, they had that rough one against the Raiders where that ball got. Well, no, I guess they won that one because the ball got punched out. He took it to the house. I'm gonna go Cardinals on the road. Could be a good game though because Baker, as you said, if Baker plays good, they could be good. But when he doesn't play good, they have nothing. Patriots and the Packers.
Packers should kill him.
Yep. And with Mac Jones injured now, they have no quarterback as well. So
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, even with no receivers, I think he still gets it done. Broncos
Sure.
playing the Raiders.
Broncos. Raiders are 0-3, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Broncos country, let's ride. Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
He should win that one for him. Chiefs playing the Bucks.
Ooh. Little run of the Super Bowl again.
Yeah.
I think Bucks might win that. I feel like Bucks have a better defense.
They definitely do. And it's weird for both teams because, well, I guess Tom Brady will have Mike Evans back because he got suspended.
Yeah.
That was only one game.
Chiefs are just a different team without Tyreek.
Yeah, their offense looks completely different, even though Patrick Mahomes just throws it to Travis Kelce now. But I'm going to take Tom Brady at home. I think their defense makes a couple good stands late in the game and they win that one. Finally, we got the Rams playing the Niners.
I haven't heard anything about the Niners this year. I'm gonna take the Rams.
Yeah, I will too. The Niners, a lot of injuries. Really just Deebo Samuel on their team. That's about it. The defense has been
Pretty much.
rough. Rams should win that. Next, we got college football here, and in first game here is number 15 Washington playing UCLA.
I'm gonna go Washington.
Yeah, Washington undefeated start to the season, which was surprising for everybody. UCLA, rough as always. They're never really good. Washington should win that one. Indiana and Nebraska.
I don't even know.
That's very true.
I'm guessing Indiana's gonna win, but I'm gonna take Nebraska.
Yeah.
Because it's Nebraska.
Pretty typical Nebraska. Indiana, I think they're 3-1 coming into this game, but this is a game that Nebraska should win.
They
Very much
should.
could win, but it is Nebraska, and we have lost to a couple teams that we should not have lost to.
Sun Belt Conference team.
Yes, then barely got out of the win with the win against North Dakota,
Yeah.
and that's our only win of the season. So I'm gonna take Nebraska to get their second win, but don't be surprised if Indiana gets just to start killing our defense because we all know they've been terrible.
Well, we did fire our defensive coordinator. Who knows?
Yeah, you never know. Big turnarounds after the bye week.
Yeah.
Number 4, Michigan playing Iowa.
Michigan's gonna kill him.
Yeah, they should
The
because
Purdy he's just terrible.
yeah, Iowa they also had a rough game against North Dakota State where they only scored 7 points and it
Yeah.
wasn't a touchdown. Michigan got out of last week with a win against Maryland. They should win this one because Iowa is kind of in the same position Nebraska's in right now,
Mhm.
falling apart. Michigan should win it. Number 7, Kentucky playing number 14, Ole Miss.
I'm gonna take Kentucky.
Yeah, I think I will
don't
too.
really know.
Another team that's came out hot, they're undefeated as well. Ole Miss, though, has looked decent, but I think Kentucky's better right now. Their quarterback, Will Levis, probably going to be a high draft pick. I think they win that one on the road.
Yeah.
Number 18, Oklahoma playing TCU.
Probably Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I think they're just a powerhouse like usual.
Yep. Even though they took that loss to Adrian Martinez last week.
Yeah.
um,
They're gonna come back hot though. I think.
yeah, and they're playing TCU, who really hasn't had anybody in several years. I think Oklahoma, coming off a loss, they're going to be ready to win this one, and they will win this one. Purdue and 21 Minnesota.
Probably Minnesota on that one.
Yeah, they're at home. Mo Ibrahim, the running back, who's been there like 15 years, I swear. He's
I know.
so good. Purdue is always, midfield really in the Big Ten West. I think Minnesota probably has a chance to win the Big Ten West this year with as rough as Wisconsin looked, especially against Ohio State
Yeah.
last week. I think Minnesota wins that one for sure at home there. Number 2, Bama playing 20 Arkansas.
Bama should win.
Yeah, should win. That's
You
the
really
key
never know, but
Yeah,
Bama should win. Their quarterback.
yeah. Bryce
He's
Young,
good.
he's he's definitely a Heisman candidate. I don't
Oh,
know if
yeah,
he'll win it,
definitely.
but he's up there.
Mhm.
Arkansas has KJ Jefferson, but that's about it for them. I think Bama on the road. Obviously, Bama was always good. They should win that one. Number 9, Oklahoma State playing number 16, Baylor.
I think Baylor on this one. Baylor always seems to upset people, but
They do. They did multiple times
Oklahoma
last
State's
year.
also really good.
Yeah. Another conference that's really good in the Big 12.
Mhm.
This one's so tough because Baylor finally has a good start to their season. They've been rough the last couple of years, and their team looks really good. It's one that I could see Baylor taking. I'm going to take Oklahoma State because of experience, but I could see Baylor taking this one, especially if it gets late into the game and they give Baylor a chance to go down and win it. They don't lose games like that. They hang on to games, unlike some people that we know. But I'm going to take Oklahoma State there on the road. 22 Wake Forest playing number 23 Florida State.
I think Wake Forest. Didn't they just play Clemson last week?
Yep, and
They
took
should've
it
won
to,
that game.
Yeah, they took it to second overtime. That was a really good game.
Should have won.
Yeah, definitely could have. I wanted to see it happen. Wanted to see Clemson get upset, but I think Wake Forest momentum, even off the loss, you still know you're good because you took Clemson to second overtime.
Yeah.
You scored 45 on them. Yeah, they should win that against Florida State. Finally, another good ACC matchup. Number 10, NC State playing number 5, Clemson.
I'm gonna take NC State. I just feel like they might upset Clemson. I don't know.
Yeah.
Clemson played a bad game. You really never know with Clemson.
Yeah. It's so hard because I want Clemson to lose.
I hate Clemson.
Because Clemson nobody likes them. Just
Except
like
Jaquan.
yeah,
That
yeah,
is
Jaquan
like
was-
Clemson.
yeah. I'm gonna take Clemson at home. I just think their
Oh, yeah, they're at
offense, I think their offense is enough to beat them. But those two games there are really good ones, especially with the way Clemson looked against Wake Forest. Their defense didn't really hold them. You never know. NC State, they get hot. That game down, just like Baylor, that game down the stretch, Clemson better watch out because NC State could pull one off of them. So that's all we have. Sam, thank you for coming in today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And thank you for tuning in to today's Summerlin podcast.